Okay, good evening. Welcome on in. Lucky Dove with the raid. Hello. I didn't know you started streaming. Thank you for that. How are you doing tonight? Just me. I'm about to head out. Just wanted to wish you a good stream. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I gotta check you out. I need to know what you were playing. Just chatting. Oh. You could have been playing anything. Well, thank you again. I hope you have a good night. I need to turn this up a bit. This seems really low. I hear no difference. Alright, well, maybe once people start coming in later, they can tell me if it's too loud or not. Alright. Let's jump on in. So last stream we finished off the climax of the whole Team Galactic trying to create their own galaxy stuff. And we captured...
Please assume the position.
Hello, Petito. How are you doing tonight? Can you tell me how the audio is for the game? Because it seems really low to me. I tried turning it up, but I need a second opinion. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, we don't need to do that, do we? Oh, that was freaky. They're just gone. Okay, where am I going? Sunyshore. Can I fly from... No, I can't fly from here. This was the fog, right? So this should be fine. Oh... There we go. Okay, fly. I can't use that here. Oh. Adamant orb. Okay, what is that? A brightly gleaming orb to be held by Dialga. It boosts the power of dragon and steel type moves when it is held. So, I mean, it specifies a brightly gleaming orb to be held by Dialga. Is it that Dialga is the only Pokemon that this has any use of? Or that can find use for this thing? Or is it just intended for Dialga, and technically you can give it to other Pokemon that have Dragon or Steel-type moves? Curious. Can't move anywhere else. That's so lame! I'm on the peak of like a mountain or something. If any place to fly should exist, it should be here. It does seem loud? Okay. Okay. How's that? Too high to fly, I guess. are you doing tonight, Arma? So my the audio bar for what you guys hear is separate from the audio that I hear, so I can adjust it, but without having a separate window that you guys would also hear, I can't monitor it myself. I'm gonna bite you again, actually. Bam. Doing okay, winding down in preparation for work tomorrow. Yep. This is my version of winding down, playing Pokemon. How was, Resurrection? I stayed for a bit and watched, but I know nothing of Diablo. It all looks completely foreign to me, so... It looked like you were having fun. Not too bad. Wish I had gotten a full group to play with, though. You did have extra people to come in, though, right? Like, I was there at the beginning of your stream, and I remember you said you wanted to solo for a bit, and you were gonna group up with somebody or people later. I was winding down on Classic Panda streams right before you were live. I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna guess that you were watching Life is Strange. Actually, I think I've got one more stream to publish for FF7R, and then I'm pretty sure Life is Strange 2 is after that. So, we get to relive that heartbreak. Yeah, but only half a full group. It was because they were starting an hour later. Oh, is that what it was? Okay. So here's my question. If I use an escape rope, go this way. It's not going to take me to the very bottom of the mountain, is it? Oh, I do have to reuse rock slide. Actually, you know what? We're outside now. If it fails, it'll just yell at me. Let's try it. As much as I like the experience going down, I don't want to do this. Well, looks like I have no choice. I can't fly and I can't escape, so I guess we're stuck.
That's what she said.
Oh no, what did she say? Before the storm. Oh, okay. I'm afraid to know what I said. No, I don't want to break rocks. So do you think you'll be streaming Resurrection for a bit then, Arma? Ah, nuts. A wild Obama snow. I guess we'll bite it. Our fire type is currently indisposed. And since we can't fly... As much as I like the experience going down, just... Dang, that's cold-blooded right there. And how was your weekend, Petito? Did you party extra hard? I don't know why. I was expecting more could come out of that level up. Oh, I remember this area. Have I come down this way before? Guess we're about to find out. Okay, yes, this looks familiar. I remember accidentally going down this and having to redo it. Exhausted with work and partying. At least you had a very fulfilling weekend, though. That's all anyone can ask for, right? No, I gotta go this way anyways. Do you get tomorrow off? Okay, we're here. Let's get the Pokemon Center. No, that's the gym. I don't remember how far out of the way I am. Not gonna lie, I'm still a little salty that Dialga killed itself. I was trying to capture it there at the end of the last stream. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Yeah, we're not even. Veilstone or Pastoria. I'm gonna go up to Veilstone. I feel like going down and right is gonna be faster. We'll see if I'm right or not. Excuse me, get out of the way. Excuse me, Blissey. Okay, that was the lake, if memory serves, right? Oh, no. My gut told me not to go for it. I should have listened to my gut. It's probably going to be like an X-Defend or something. Nope, I'm back on the grind, but it's okay. I'll be rested by then. Oh, that's good. all the Pokemon want to attack me. How's the audio now? Is it improved, at least? I just realized I'm wasting PP on a level 22. I took 8 damage from an ability that I'm technically weak to. Bye-bye. Audio's good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh! I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, so I need to add some cookies because we're starting a new month. So, I need to give Siren her 1,000 for surviving last stream. I need to give Diversion is 10k for surviving the most last month. And yeah, we're caught up there. Okay, perfect. So just want to point out that this is the month that I'm going to try to make out a few changes with a few things. So this is going to be the first month I'm going to try to start doing giveaways, the game giveaways that are tied to Stream Boss. It won't just be cookies. So hopefully that'll work out. We'll see come month's end. And what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Oh, my scheduling. Yeah, that's right. I'm a little tired. You have to forgive me. It's been a busy day for me today. So I'm going to starting this week, I'm going to actually start trying to make Fridays and actually some Saturday streams to be a regular thing. Not every week to start. I want to get used to having a 5-day-a-week schedule, and I want the freedom to be able to say, not on this particular night if I need that night off to, recoup or whatever. So, but yeah, so Fridays are no longer going to be casual night streams. They're going to be community night streams. So the Mario Kart 8, Dead by Daylight, Halo, what other games I can't think of, that'll be Friday nights. Saturday nights are going to be more for, they're going to be casual streams, and they're going to be like secondary games. So the games that I want to play, quote unquote, like that I'm choosing for myself, I'm going to try to do them on Saturday nights. And Saturdays are going to be a bit longer streams because whatever game I'm intending to play, it'll only be one night a week, right? So, I want to play it for a little longer than 3 hours, whatever that happens to be. And then my main games, which is my main schedule, the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to ensure, or at least try as best I can, to focus on whatever games are in the game suggestions channel, so I'm not like way behind like I have been. Like I think I said this in a previous stream, I feel bad that some suggestions have been in there for a good long time and I still haven't been able to get to them yet, so I want to remedy that, and I think this is a good way to start. So Pin is on the road to become a full-time streamer. Well, we'll see. I'm still making it 3 hours. Like, my main schedule hasn't changed. The days are going to be the same. The time is still going to be the same. And the length is still going to be the same. The only things that have really changed are Fridays are going to be a bit more consistent, and Saturdays, so a new edition. And I'm shooting for 6 to 12 EST, so Eastern, whatever. Um, so next Saturday, that's what I'll be trying out, and we'll see how that works out. So yeah, that's all the announcements I've got for today. Oh, I guess there's one more. I did intend on having channel points up today. As you can know, as I'm sure you've noticed, I failed. I did say I wanted them up in May, so I intentionally didn't have a specific date in mind for that reason, in case I wasn't able to make it. I'm still going to shoot for as soon as possible, though, so hopefully it won't be too long before channel points are a thing. Did I go too far? Nope, I'm exactly where I want to be, apparently. Cool. Alright, now that's all the announcements I had. Let's save. I'm quite bored. Care to break the monotony? Panda? Fail? I don't believe it. I know, right? I'm just the epitome of a perfection, obviously. Yeah, this month's very much going to be easing into the changes I want to make, so we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping everything works out. Oh, I just realized I'm going to probably die horribly, aren't I? Why would you waste your time with Lear? Now you're gonna die. Don't understand. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. That should have been the easiest victory for you ever, but I'll take it. Thrash. I remember this move. Rampages and attacks for 2 or 3 turns, the user then becomes confused. 120. Now here's the question. Do I replace by... I want to keep Dragon Dance. Waterfall I use so often that it kind of makes sense to keep. And Surf I want to keep because even though his special attack sucks, having a special attack for instances like that where I don't have to make physical contact with the Luxio is good. I'm trying to remember what other Pokemon have Bite. Luxray is the only one I can think of. Screw it. We'll see if I regret that later. The monotony was broken, but at what cost? I'll go rest at the hotel. I've had quite enough of this. Uh-oh, somebody's salty. Why are there 2 alternate paths? Oh no, the seagulls. I don't think so. Alright, let's test it out. Probably like overkill, but Oh, Gastrodon. I have one of you. My potential water type goes up against my actual water type. Goodbye. Oh, it survived. That was a crit? Dang. Ooh. Nice XP for a... What's the word I'm looking for? Random encounter. There we go. I don't... oh, there we go. Okay. I now understand the point of these. Still weird. Gyarados is becoming quite the awesome Pokemon here. That's okay, you be confused. Eventually I get out of this grass. Oh, snap. So why was the first one so tough? Like, I crit and it was just over 50% damage. Oh, that's hair. I didn't know what I was looking at first. Yeah, okay. Alright. After enjoying a meal at the hotel restaurant, one has a battle. That's the social etiquette. I mean, obviously. Lopunny? Don't we know how to pronounce that one? Alright, Surf Tackle, Water Tackle. This is gonna be some good XP. Enchanting. Personally, I would rather just play with Pokemon than battle with them. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just gonna go turn my heater off. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm sufficiently comfortable and I didn't know if the audio was picking up the sound of my heater or not, so I figured we'll turn it off for now. Fishermen. 4. Oh my god, there's so many fishermen. Alright. Let's go get this first. It was just honey. I wish I could remember where I slathered the honey on the tree, because I had forgotten at the time that it takes like a full day for that to do anything, and then I just moved on and completely forgot about it. So, alright, so they're gonna have water types, so let's swap you two out.
My penis is tingling right now.
Hello, Skip. Happy to hear you're excited. Hi, Traveler. How would you like to battle? How was your weekend? Challenged by Fisher. Oh, God. I should have known it was Magikarp. Level 40-something Magikarp? Is that actually what we're going to fight? Oh my god, it really is level 40. At least there's only two of them. No, I'm not going to screw around. Go away. Hopefully the next one is a Gyarados. Okay. Alright. That wasn't so bad. I'm curious. I'm gonna try Spark. Yeah, okay. With the double weakness, I didn't know if that would be enough. Bam. He's got some decent stats too, actually. That attack is ridiculous. Holy crap. You sure showed me up. It was pretty good. Schooled some news in Mario Kart to kick it off. It's okay. I heard that there was one person that did school you, as well as the rest of us. Dang it, Blissey. I like the fish. You're a traveler. Farewell until we meet again. I'm getting bored of fishing. Let's have a quick battle. Oh my god, that was so much fun, though. Drunky the Clown beat me. Oh my god. Yeah, if it's bleh, I lack the words. I clearly do not know all the nuances of the game to the points where I didn't even come close sober. So... well, there'll be future streams. Or we don't even necessarily have to stream it. It could just be like a casual thing, too. Uh-oh. No, you're not ground. Are you? Oh, super effective. The game takes all the stakes away by literally telling me what's super effective and what isn't. I always mix that one up with whichever one is a groundwater type. Alright. Let's tackle it. Bam! Is this the first stream you put the box art on stream? Am I blind? This is the first stream. You are not blind. I decided to try reworking it a little bit. There's a lot of space there, which I'm not a big... I don't know how I feel about that. But I also know that people have an ungodly long name sometimes, and this better suits that, so... I don't know. We don't know what this is, so let's spark it up. Easy. I'm not familiar with that one. It looks like a base Pokemon. I'm assuming it can evolve into something. I've been done in. It's a good idea for at least Pokemon so people know which version you were playing. Yeah! Thanks, trainer. That was a good change of pace. I'm thinking about having something up there for all the games going forward. Just something I'm trying out just to see. I'm in the middle of fishing, but okay, I'll be happy to sink you. Somebody's confident. Alright. Let's do this, Fisher Brett, with your Magikarp. Alright. Were there this many Magikarp trainers in the original game? Because I don't remember any other generation having this many Magikarp. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Please throw Gyarados. Or Finian. I really wish I knew what this was. Here's a random question. Do ground-type Pokemon, are they still immune to... Oh, I remember that. You evolve into some kind of, like, mermaid-looking thing. Manatee? Something like that? Okay, I like this trainer. He had variety. Didn't help him, but I like it anyway. You missed a message about it showing what moves are super effective. Militech. Okay. Hello, Big Meanie. Welcome on in. How are you doing tonight? If I stare at the water's surface for too long, I begin to forget what I was doing in the first place. Okay. All I remember about it is that it's like... It's got girthy health. Like, it's got a lot of health. Oh. Yeah, we're all intimidated. Okay. Yay! Ladies love girthy elf. That's a great nickname for it, too. Oh, is it Milotic? Oh, okay. I mean, I called it, like, Manatee or something at first, so I clearly didn't know. I just remembered, you know, it was difficult to fight. It's just thick dragon hair. I don't know. I remember Dragonair being fairly... Okay, maybe not as difficult in terms of, like, health and defense. But it was still fairly difficult. Waiting your directions. I've literally only used one move. Why change up what works, right? Dragonair is fairly girthy. You're not wrong. Dragonair really is girthy. Dragonite is definitely more, so... Oh, right, I was fishing, wasn't I? Listen, listen! I had just flashbacks to Navi, even though that's not what she says. Can you tell me what kind of Pokemon you have? I guess we're going to show you. This child is a fantastic trainer, by the way. I'm assuming. Yeah, level 43 Remoraid. That's impressive. Even though it only survived one hit. There we go. You're so tough, I'm stunned. It's okay, Holly. You'll be fine. Blissey hid behind you out of embarrassment, it seems. Why? I want to hang on to a Boozle and just bob around. Some of these Pokemon names I have no idea how to pronounce. Pikachu Fan Club. Pika Pika Pika? Pika Pika? Why is that on your sign? Oh, that's a lot of Pikachu. Pika. Pika. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm going for the Pokemon Championship with only Pikachu. I believe you can do it. I didn't actually want to leave. I was trying to head left. There's a Pikachu-suited person up there I want to talk to. Oh! Bika, Bika, Bika... Pikachu. That's adorable. It's not enough, Pikachu. I'm missing stuff here. Dragonite looks well fed. Dragonite looks like a beast. Did I just... Wait, what? Did I just say he was curious about my fashion? I'm so confused. It probably just used a Master Ball. Oh. So no credit towards the kid at all. It was just a Master Ball? Alright. I mean, you are a pretty embarrassing, Panda. I can't even knock you because it says Big Meanie right in your name. Not enough, Pikachu? Honestly, there should have been more. Okay. Ah, screw it. Don't static. Okay. There appears to be no static. How many am I gonna have to fight? Oh, only 2. Okay. That works. Sorry, Pikachu. Pikachu. Oh. I wonder if she actually will speak like not a Pikachu. There we go. I'll need a lot more practice to become a real Pikachu. That's cute. What is this? Pokemon size contest. Big Pokemon wanted. Let's go see what this is all about. I had a dream. It was a wonderful dream. I dreamed that a trainer would bring me a giant Remoraid. I mean, it was a fisherman. I didn't know what else I should have expected, but it wasn't that. When I first started fishing, catching anything made me happy. But those days are long gone now. Now I get annoyed if I can't beat my record by even an inch. Please explode the rock, thank you. What do we got going on here?
That's what she said.
that's so wrong. Okay. Oh, there's something up here, isn't there? Nope. There we go. Look at my Pokemon. It's really cool. Oh, we'll ride upon... I'm not singing. No. I'm not subjecting you guys to that. Yeah, fuck that kid. Thickmon. So wrong. Why, Skip? Why? I don't remember which one is more annoying. Maybe they'll both be fast enough, it won't matter. Let's find out. Alright, come on, Blissey. Hey! I didn't actually expect that to work. Oof. I had to hold on tight to my inner tube. Your Pokemon, they're looking good. Thank you. Pools are okay, but I like the sea because Pokemon live there. You ought to think about becoming a sailor yourself. It's been great to be able to visit different places around the world. Oh. The last time I remember fighting a police officer, which is what that looks like, was in the original Gold game. And he had nothing but Growlithe, if I recall. So let's see if memory works in my favor here. Who's there? Oh, it's only a kid. You scared me. A police officer who's easily startled. That's not a good thing. Noctowl. That's not what I wanted to see, but whatever. I miss rotation battles. Ew, I had to hold on tight to my inner tube. What are rotation battles again? I vaguely remember them. I remember the name. I remember having to engage in that mechanic. I just don't remember what the actual mechanic is. We're gonna water tackle you. Like, you performed a move and then you had to throw out a new Pokemon? Like, Volt Switch, only every move basically behaved that way? Ooh. Sorry, one sec, guys. I gotta go make sure my kitty's okay. Okay, sorry about that. 3 Pokemon out at once. Out at once, that's cool. But only the front one can attack. Had to rotate to another one to use them. I think Sun and Moon had a 1v1v1v1 battle mode. Oh! That's right, there was like 4 corners of a ring and all 4 of you would like take each other on. I don't remember what generation it was. You could be right or wrong. I would know the difference, but I do remember that being a thing. And the way you describe the rotation battles, I do vaguely remember that, but like I kind of want to revisit whatever generation that was from just to see that again. Tang gonna tang, yeah. Still gotta make sure he's okay, right? Alright, well I was wrong. Not a single fire type in there. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, so I'm always paying close attention to everything. Well, at least you know what your weaknesses are, so that's something. I'm no tough guy, yet here I am on patrol. Funny how things go. The only items you ever throw are Pokeballs. But is that true? I want people to think about that. That's why I give away these technical machines for fling. I am never going to use this. The Dark moveset is weird. Using that move, the Pokemon hurls whatever item it's holding at the opponent. The move's effects depend on what item is hurled. Remember, the move Fling fails if the Pokemon isn't holding anything. So it's literally a one-time use kind of thing per battle. And you have to replace whatever you give it every time. I'm pretty sure it's Dark. Let me double check. Yeah, Dark. I mean, at least that kind of... I always found it strange that you could give potions to Pokemon because they can't use them. They can only use berries. So theoretically, if you were to give them a potion, that might actually give this move more impact, right? In theory. Yeah, we already did that. Did I literally just go to an area? Oh, no, there is an item. Okay. Ooh, Carbos. Nice. Okay, that was worth it. I have to check. I need to know. Ultra Ball. Okay, now I know. The last grassy square. Pretty sure rotation was Ruby Sapphire. Was that Gen 3? Yeah? That was not as strong as I thought it was going to be. Gastrodon is the fully evolved version of that line, right? I don't know why, I just thought that move would be much more impactful. I always forget, which defensive stat is better for you? Oh, special defense is actually better. Huh. Oh, I hadn't fought you yet. It takes both brain... Oh. So sometimes I read a little ahead before I say it out loud, and I was wondering why he was saying both brains. Like, how many brains do you have? I was so confused. It takes both brains and brawn when you're out at sea. Aye, it's not an easy job, the sailor's life. Oh, maybe I'm more tired than I thought. Hey, Diversion! Welcome on in. How you doing tonight? Guess what? You won 10,000 cookies last month. You weren't here when I gave you the cookies, so I felt like I had to tell you. Yeah, gastric bypass the tongue. I want to see that. That sounds like an amazing Pokemon. I want to see that in real life. I feel like your special defense is going to be weaker, so let's see. No. Maybe not. Apparently, there's more than one Pokemon that knows Splash. Well, alright then. Now I know. Because I think, Skip, you and I were talking about this a while back, weren't we? The uselessness of Magikarp. Why is this one a different color? It's not as shiny. Oh no. Actually, I'm a flying type. What am I worrying about? You low sweep something without legs. Alright. Oh, nice. I got a third one. Good enough. Dude, what the fuck? I want 10,000 cookies. Diversion was the stream boss victory person for last month. That's why I got 10,000 cookies. I did? I thought Siren destroyed me at the end. Yeah, she won the 1,000 cookies for the end of the stream. But if you check the tally in Discord, you got the most streams survived, I guess is the best way to put it, for the whole month. So you got the 10,000. What about me? You weren't stream boss last month. At all, if I recall. Were you? I need to check. Diversion, Slothy, Kuno, and Siren. Nope, not you. Sorry, Skip. If I win Stream Boss and I don't get a sealed package from UPS shipped to me containing 10,000 baked goods, I will demand to speak to the manager. Well, I can't promise that, because if I've got 10,000 cookies freshly baked in front of me, I'm going to eat them. So, I can't promise you that. Cat, what are you doing? Get out of there, please. He's literally sticking his head where it shouldn't go. Sorry, one sec. Okay. He's usually good about staying away from the systems, but at the moment he seems a little curious about them, and that makes me nervous. Alright, where am I at here? No, I heard my name come up. I wasn't at... Oh, okay. I don't remember the context of... Your name did come up, I just don't remember why. I think we were talking about something a few streams ago. Oh! Phoebus! That's what it was. I've discovered that Phoebus has Splash, and you and I were talking a while back about Magikarp and how it only has Splash. Or how it might be the only Pokemon that has Splash. That was the context of why your name came up. Sorry. Sharing is caring, Panda. We learned this in kindergarten. I don't mind sharing, but when you're talking about cookies, that's a tall order. I don't know. I don't know if I can part with my precious cookies. Panda, you should start giving out 1K Bitcoin. I don't think so. If I've got 1K Bitcoin, I'm retiring. It's like, no, I'm done. Fiji, here I come. What's Bitcoin even trading at now? I lost track. Coward. Yeah, that's fine. He's literally sticking his head where it shouldn't go. Alright, that was a good one. They built the crumble cookies down the street from my apartment. It's bad news for my waistline. Around 38K per Bitcoin. So, yeah. You know, just a few million. Who cares? Crumble cookies. That sounds awesome. I'm guessing it's a cafe that specializes in, or a bakery that specializes in cookies particularly. Oh, man, I wish I had one of those down by my place. Crumble is a cookie chain here in the US. I'm assuming it's a bakery, right? 38K is pretty low. For Bitcoin, yes. As a nightly stream reward? Or at the end of every stream, yeah. So nightly stream reward, I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I know. I know it used to be in the 50s. The last time I really paid attention to it, it was averaging around in the 40s. So I guess it's sunk considerably since then. Jeez. And the cookies are like the size of a small dinner plate. Oh my god, this sounds like heaven, Big Meanie. I've never heard of crumble. Might be in specific regions. It was in the 60s last time this year. I'm trying to think. Was everybody like... There was definitely a certain period of time where everybody was like, blockchain tech, Bitcoin, must have it all, you know, that kind of mentality. Was it around then? Because I could be wrong, but it's reached numbers even higher than that, hasn't it? It's literally halved this year, yeah. It's a super bear market right now for crypto as a whole. I'm down on all my crypto right now. I mean, it's extremely volatile. I'm sure something will happen that will make it shoot way back up there, so... There are spiders called bird eaters. Oh my god, that are the size of dinner. Why would you share that fact with us, Skip? Why? Hey, your profile might be too, so Reddit needs aloe vera. That's rough. Glub, glub, glub. Sorry, I had to change the music. My Ethereum is still fine, but it is down at the moment. Yeah, Bitcoin is the one I've heard the most about. Probably because it's the most prevalent one that people are aware of. Haven't really heard anything about it being severely down, Ethereum. Because I'm scared of them, and you all get to be scared too. I'm just choosing to believe that you're just making that up. That's where I'm going to be. Okay, I think we made it. Hello? Yo, fellow trainer. Oh, I saw a diversion stream. This is the gym leader. There's no masking that aura of serious... Oh, no! He's a member of the Elite Four. That's what it is. There's no masking that aura of serious toughness around you and your Pokemon. Oops. Sorry, I should introduce myself. I like how his name appears before he actually does it. The name's Flint. I'm one of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Yeah, okay. I just had this idea. Maybe you can pull it off. It's about the city's gym leader. He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because there have been so good few challenge... Oh, wow. English is hard. There have been so few good challengers worth his time. He's so bored that he spends all his time renovating the gym. And then the blackout happened. That sure didn't help lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I need you to give him a battle that's so hot, it'll reignite his passion for battling. I'm Counting on you, Hotshot. Why don't you take him on then, Mr. Elite Four? Well, luckily we need the badge anyways, so. Sunyshore City, solar powered. Oh, that's cool. I like how a lot of the cities literally touch on all the different types of powered tech. Alright, well, we're here. Might as well rejuvenate ourselves. Yes, please. Yes, take him. Where am I at here? He's not wrong. I'm trying to dismiss it, Big Meanie. I don't want to think about spiders big enough to consume birds. That sounds like nightmare fuel. Ethereum itself is better than Bitcoin. Ethereum has actual uses. Bitcoin is just sort of Bitcoin. Yeah. Goliath bird eating spider. It's in Central/South America. Alright, well, it's regionally far away from me, so that's good enough. It's a tarantula that's so big that it makes noise when it walks because its fangs rub together, and it makes an audible noise. That's creepy as balls. Oh my god. Ronald McDonald looking fucker. So now I'm just picturing a larger than what we're used to hairy tarantula with a Ronald McDonald face. Oh god. I hate that I have this new information from you. Look at what you started, Skip. It's your own fault. This is one of my favorite cities in all of the games. Why is that? Like aesthetic or any specific reason? Flint. What if there are even larger spiders that we don't know of yet? Oh, that's very possible. In fact, it might be likely. An all-black dinner plate-sized spider with a giant red clown afro. Yeah, exactly. Aesthetic. What? Nightmare fuel. We don't need the nightmare fuel. It's okay. Oh, you like the aesthetic of it. Okay. It is pretty neat. I like how there's this pathway that's... I'm assuming solar panels. These are all supposed to be solar panels, right? Pokemon Rock. Sunnyshore's heritage site. That giant rock. Isn't it actually a Pokemon? Yes, it's a giant Ammonite. Okay, just a random thunderstone, sure. Sure, let's see what's up here. Dude, you got books everywhere. That glaringly bright and cool thing you have, it's undoubtedly a Poketch. Oh. I thought he was talking about the Thunderstone I just picked up. No, of course it's my watch. They're awesome, yeah? I got okayed by the Poketch company to develop original Poketch apps. Hey, you're a trainer, aren't you? Can you do me a favor? You've got Pokemon with different natures, right? May I see them? That's it? What am I in the mood to see now? I'd like to see a Pokemon with a serious nature. I actually think I have one. I have no idea what this is going to do. Sassy, modest, naive, adamant, lonely, timid. I was wrong. Wait, my fire fighting type has a timid nature? Alright, well, to each their own. Okay. I guess I was wrong. Bye. Blissey, you pop out in the worst spot. What? Oh, lighthouse. Okay. We don't have to, like, heal a Pokemon in here, do we? Vista Lighthouse, the beacon that lights Sinnoh. Gym leader uses too much electricity. He needs to think about the city's power needs too. I'm assuming this is an electric gym, then? Interesting. Question marks? Oh, no, sorry. ... So, you're the latest challenger up against the Sunyshore Dim? Alright, I've decided. If I find you to be weak, I'm going to challenge the Pokemon League. I'm all done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be here. More than anything, I want to have battles that can thrill me again. As the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh, I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Okay. Normally I miss a lot of the that's what she said things that happen before you guys say them. But even that sounds bad. I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Okay, so I guess the gym leader was not in the gym. I love how far away you can see with the binoculars. I'm going to go that far away with my Pokemon one day. The Vista Lighthouse represents safety and protection to us sailors. Took a look through the binoculars. Is that like a Pokemon castle or something? Like, what am I looking at here? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that's supposed to be like the Elite Four building or something. Victory Road, if they call it that still. I'm glad that the spiders in Pokemon aren't too bad. Yeah, they're pretty... I was gonna say they're pretty tame. They're a lot cuter than you would expect, probably to avoid, you know, terrifying people that actually have phobias. It's probably why, like, there aren't too many clown type of Pokemon. Like, Mr. Mime, by all accounts, is still pretty tame, too, when it comes to that aesthetic as well. Julia's house. Delightful ribbons for Pokemon. I don't care. I'm trying to figure out where the... There we go. Sunyshore City Pokemon Gym. Volkner. The shining, shocking star. Oh, what are you holding, Blissey? A Pataya berry. Cool. Yo, hiya! He's finally come back. He seemed to be feeling upbeat too. I have a hunch that he recognized your toughness right away. I bet he's getting excited over the thought of battling you. Remember what you have to do, Hotshot. Give him a battle that's so hot it will reignite his passion for battling. Alright, Hotshot, I'll be waiting at the Pokemon League. I mean, I can't go to the Pokemon League without the 8th gym badge, so this works out. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to see that Barry won the gym badge. And when I do, I'm going to realize how fruitless all this was. Yeah, he's definitely electric. Okay, good. Barry has not won it yet. Hey there, how's it going, Champ-to-be? Let me check out your trainer case and see how many badges you have. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, you've already got 7 gym badges. I mean, you were there for all of them. That means if you can beat this gym leader, you'll be headed to the Pokemon League next. That also means this is the last time I get to give you advice. This is it, kiddo. Listen carefully. One last time. The gym leader here is a master of electric-type Pokemon. That's all I have to say. The rest is up to you. I mean, I guess tipping me off to the type is still technically considered advice, but that's not really useful. Did I heal? I did heal, and I just realized I've got a double weak to electric type up, so let's correct that. You're an electric gym. I know. I'm gonna unleash everything in my... Oh, God, Skip, that's so gross. Looks looks like Princess Peach's castle. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. I mean, there's a giant Pokeball insignia, like, near the top of it, but... nope. Nope. Still a big nope. Apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I'm already getting befuddled by the puzzles. That's a good sign. Alright, let's go. Can you make it to the gym leader? You sure now? No, I'm not. Pin, I don't think it was dirty enough to warrant this affection. Was it too blatant? Is that why? Panda bad at puzzles. Ah, you are not wrong. Why is everyone concerned with my fashion? Well, I feel bad for bulldozing a squirrel, but, you know. Here we are. Healing Wish. I doubt it's going to be better than Soft Boil, but... The user faints. In return, the Pokemon taking its place will have its HP restored and status conditions cured. No. Oh, that was it! The gears spin round and round. I spin down and out. Aw. Our gym's trick walkways are sure to make your head spin. Well, so far I'm proving that, right? I'm assuming that will lower. I want to win! I channel that desire through my guitar. I want to win! That desire makes my Pokemon a star. I thought he was trying to sing, but there was no musical notes in there, so I don't know. Hold on, deforestation attack. That's so wrong. I imagine bulldoze would be enough. Yep. We couldn't win. No encores for us. I made the rocker sad. The trainer's desire to win. If you don't lose that, there's no limit on what you can become. Alright, let's go hit the blue button. This is the toughest gym in Sinnoh. That's why I'm here, to learn the best battle techniques around. What? There's a Mr. Mime at an electric gym. Does it at least know electric moves? Let's see if this will work. Dang! Why is this thing here? Oh, good. I'm guessing he's here just because, as an electric gym, it's assumed I would have ground types, so... Even then, why psychic? Why not grass? You're tough. Okay, let's see what we got next. Go up. Thank you. Oh god, is it Pikachu time? Look at the way I'm dressed. Can't you see that I'm hardcore? Pokekid Megan. Alright. She's hardcore about the Pikachu. How many did you have? 4. I don't like knocking out the Pikachu. It makes me sad. Stone Edge. I seem to remember that being fairly powerful. Use your stats to target from below with sharpened stones. Critical hits land more easily. 80 accuracy. Oh, dang. You know, as an ultimate... Like, I assume this is supposed to be, like... Oh, no, it doesn't say anything about it taking 2 turns. I guess this is supposed to be comparable to, like, Fire Blast or Blizzard. Only, like, the rock version of it. But the power isn't there. Only now, I want to, but it's just... not worth it. Uh-oh. Okay. It's kind of funny. I find it easier to... I mean, maybe the experience all thing is why, but it seems to be easier to level up my Pokemon in this game. I remember when I used to play Red, like Gen 1, I would be fighting the Elite Four with like mid-level 40 Pokemon. Actually, and even Gen 2, I kind of vaguely remember, like, some of my Pokemon were even, like, high 30s. Like, it wasn't... Like, I felt like you really had to grind to get your Pokemon to be more powerful in the earlier games. Dang it. It's nice to see that I'm a little more effortlessly achieving, like, 50s. I was being serious. Don't laugh at me. I mean it. Just making everyone sad. I dress this way so I can learn to think like an electric-type Pokemon. Why don't you give it a try? I wouldn't look good in a Luxio costume, sorry. Luxray. Whatever. Whether you're a trainer or a guitarist, it takes dedication to improve your mad skills. Raichu, please use Leer. May as well Earthquake it. Only 4 damage, wow. I'm genuinely shocked it didn't have... Ooh, nice experience. It didn't have, like, Iron Tail or something. My skills seem to have let me down. I must have been out of tune. The way you battle, I can feel the very heart of rock and roll. Tell me, are you maybe a fan of rocking out? I have nothing witty for that. I kind of want to touch it. Oh, that's lame. It's too high. Oh, jeez, I didn't even realize she was there. I'm not just looking for tough trainers to battle. I've been battling here because I want to feel the rush. I'm literally fighting destiny. Stop using psychic types. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. 2 can play at that game. I'ma bite you. Bam! I've always wondered what Kadabra was supposed to be modeled after. In terms of, like, what it is. Like, is it supposed to be an ant? Ooh, nice. Let's just continue to bite you. It's supposed to be an uncle. Alright, well that answers my question. Your power is so shocking! It made me go numb. I made her numb, guys. I'm so glad they're a Pokemon. There isn't much else that gives me the thrill that Pokemon do. Alright, I'm gonna run away from you now. I just realized you're gonna be fighting Blissey. Oh, there's Volkner at least. Spark! This is what our gym leader did to the gym out of boredom. Sounds ridiculous when you put it that way. Oh, look at Blissey. So happy. That's okay, I have no physical attacks. Only 2. Let's see how strong. That's not too bad. Oh my god, its special attack just reached the double digits. Nice, or triple digits, whatever. Words. Diversion is now level 54. You're gonna break 200 speed here pretty soon. Dang. Bibarel, really? Alright, let's do this. At least it knows an electric attack. Of course. Oh, RNG is really working against me here, isn't it? Didn't work. Spark. We were lacking energy. No, we lacked more than that. We didn't want the wind enough. I guess we're going nowhere. There we go. Wow, I'm surprised you've come this far, but you'll have to turn back. There isn't any chance that you could ever beat me. No. Pandas do puzzles? Not well. Hello again, Lucky Dove. Thank you for the raid, by the way. I think you were gone by the time I started. How are you doing tonight? Oh, no. My one weakness. Oh, crap. It's still paralyzed. Alright, let's get soft-boiled out. Speed lowered and paralyzed, and it's still faster than Steelix. Oh my god. Apparently it just became unparalyzed out of sheer will. Alright, cool. Let's make it a little more difficult for this thing to hit me. Thunderfang? Okay. Apparently Affinity is, like, godly right now. Holy crap. What does this do? Use your damage as opposing Pokemon by emitting a powerful flash. I don't want to flash it just yet. See if we can lower its special defense first. I'm sure we're fine. Let's just crack open an egg. We'll be good. Yeah, I went and got some Dr. Pepper and Cup Noodle. Nice. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper, that's the word. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in ages. I kind of miss it. Ow! Let's just finish it off. Maybe the next one won't be a Steelix. Well, since you're back, would you like your raid rave? Oh no, this is worse. A fighting type against a normal, that's not good. Super effective. Alright. Dang! That was some not bad damage. Guys, my Blissey is amazing. I'm just throwing that out there. What makes your Pokemon so special? You couldn't even beat a Blissey. Just want to point that out. As a challenger, you're one tough trainer. Thank you. I'm leaving you alone now. Wait, as soon as I hit that, it's gonna reset. Did I... Well, whatever. There's no more trainers and I have to heal anyway, so let's go back and then we'll figure this puzzle out. Come on, Blissey. I love that they can just teleport to try to catch up. I literally took the extra long way. Alright. Freshly healed up and rested, let's go beat up Faulkner, shall we? Well, his Pokemon, I guess. Maybe not necessarily the trainer, but eh. Okay. Now let's see what I missed. I literally made the same mistake again. Oh, whatever. I was gonna leave it come back, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's see what I missed. I wonder if the Versus Seeker works in gyms. Never really thought of that. I'm overcomplicating this again, aren't I? I don't see why this would do anything. Oh, yeah, that is actually what I had to do. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, Challenger. It's not often a trainer manages to make it all the way here to challenge me. And when they do, They've all been boring battles. I didn't break a sweat beating them. Sigh. I'm Volkner, the gym leader. They say I'm the top gym leader in Sinnoh, but anyway, I guess we better get this done. I hope you're the trainer who will make me remember how fun it is to battle. Somebody's overconfident. Okay, Raichu, good start. It's always bothered me in past games when they talk about how, you know, they're so good that they've beaten everybody, and then they send out like a Weedle. It's like, wait, what? Well, dang. All right. Yeah, you're not gonna get another one-hit KO. Thunder Waves doesn't work on electric types now. Good to know. Oh, waste your potions. Dang it. Really? Oh, it's gonna be one of those types of battles, is it? Okay, alright, I see what you're doing, game. Let's get out some speed. Didn't want to bring in a flying type in electric gym, but he kind of left me no choice. Bye! Silly Raichu. Supposed to win the Battle Panda. Hey, I'm winning it. I still have 4 and he's got 2, so... Pfft. A water type. Interesting choice. Oh, I hope that was a mistake on your part. Good. Alright, one more to go. Diversion, you're pulling through here. Nice. Here it comes. Get ready for my trump card. We'll just stick with cross poison. That's what I was afraid of. It did not do as much damage as I thought it would, though. Wait a minute, what is your defense? Yeah, your defense is only 110. You should have been destroyed. Alright, cool, I'll take it. Yeah, let's stick with this. Oh, okay. Nice! You learn Confuse Ray at level 55. Are you kidding me? What are your abilities again? No. I've kind of given up on the whole confusion thing now. Thank you, Potato. There. Are you happy, Skip? I managed to pull through. With a flying type, no less. You've got me beat, your desire, and the noble way your Pokemon battled for you. I even felt thrilled during our match. That was a very good battle. Oh, he's lost his mind, guys. That was the most fun I've had in a battle since I don't know when. It's almost made me excited to know you and your team will keep battling to greater heights. This is your 8th gym badge. You've earned this. Bam. It's so pretty. Beacon badge. That beacon badge lets you use the hidden move Waterfall from your Poketch. I wonder if the fact that Gyarados just knows it means that I'm okay. Because I haven't come across any HM Waterfalls. Or TMs. Waterfall happens to be key if you're going to the Pokemon League. Also, because you've collected all 8 badges, any Pokemon at any level will now obey you without fail. I want you to take these too. Stickers. What do you got for me? Charge Beam. It may raise special attack if it lands. It's pretty hot. Your next step is the Pokemon League Challenge. It's time for you to cross the sea and win your way through the gauntlet that is Victory Road. Demonstrate to the Pokemon League your mastery of your team. Against you, even the Elite Four will be pushed to fend off your challenge. Well, thank you for the high praise. Alright, let's get out of here. If I can figure out these pathways. No, I'm mad. I love to see Titans fall. Hey, you just witnessed the strongest gym leader in Sinnoh fall. Oh, Happy Panda. Did you beat the gym leader? Well, of course you did. But you know what? You haven't made it in my mind yet. Do you know why? Because you and your Pokemon are capable of achieving so much more. I'm proud of you, kiddo. 8 Sinnoh badges. Way to go. Hey, we finally beat Barry to something. Please don't be outside. Okay, good. Alright, let's go heal. Let's figure... There we go. So the real question now is, where do I go get Waterfall? Yeah, I don't have it. Let's just quickly go through these. Maybe I get Waterfall on the way there? Diversion, are you still with us by any chance? Sunyshore Market. Selection of the world's greatest stickers. No, I'm good. It's a blank sign painted white. Whatever the environment, people and Pokemon adapt to live there. That's what we all do to survive. Oh, Oh yeah, I forgot Jasmine made an appearance in this. Why is she so nervous? My name is Jasmine, and I'm a gym leader. Oh, I'm sorry, not the gym leader of this city. I'm a gym leader in the Johto region. It would be nice if you knew about the Johto region. Oh, that's the city's gym badge. You must be very good. Please take these too. Please be waterfall. That would be wonderful. Yes! Alright, never mind. Each of those technical machines contains waterfall. If you use waterfall from the Pokédex, you'll be able to get to the Pokemon League. I don't know how I should say this, but good luck. I came from very far away because I wanted to get stronger. On the way, I met all sorts of people with their Pokemon. They all looked like they were having fun. I felt happy seeing it. Okay, let me swap you back down. It's kind of saddening because Golem literally lasted a turn. The one gym he should have been able to shine at, and he couldn't. There we go. Alright, how much time do we have? Oh, we still got an hour. I just realized I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. I'm assuming because I met up with Jasmine here that I am, but let's make sure. Yeah, it's a straight shot up north. What is this? Fight area, resort area, survival area. Oh, okay, this is side stuff. Okay. Nintendo hates Golem. Is that what it is? Dang, that's harsh. I love Thrash. I'm determined to go to the Pokemon League, no matter how hard it is. Swimmer Miranda. Luminion. Is this the evolved form? Oh, it must be, yeah. Its names are too similar, and they look kind of the same. It's going to be a water type, so... That's not going to help you. I hated losing Bite, but I love Thrash. I still need to figure out who to give Ice Beam to. This is so hard. Losing won't make me give up. The Pokemon League isn't going anywhere. That's the spirit. Alright, time to beat you up. Excuse me for wearing my bikini. What? Oh, it's so cute. Look at little Azrael. can't tell me that's not adorable. Sorry, little guy. You're in the way. Well, that took a turn. I like how we both basically use the same type of move. Play rough, is that a fairy move? Is that supposed to be the difference? Was I multitasking too much? Battling and swimming at the same time? Yeah, probably. When I'm in my bikini, I'm at a loss about where to carry my Pokeballs. That's fair. Okay, we're gonna have to bring out Luxray. The encounter rate's higher than I thought. Why does a Tentacruel know Hex? Okay, why not? Whatever. Alright, let's bring you down there. Oh, okay. I train at a Pokemon gym too. Don't think you're going to win easily. What is the evolved form of this thing? Mantine or something like that? Like, we've seen a lot of the baby versions of these, and none of the evolved ones. Ah, sure. Bye, little guy. Oh, okay. It's just weird, because I remember they were pretty... I mean, I know they were the only evolution at the time, but in Gold, they were pretty common. I haven't seen a single one yet in this game. Until now. Well, there we go. I guess all I had to do was ask. Crunch. I do like the extra attack power, but the flinching and the 10 extra PP are much more better, so no. Oh, snap. Again, I kind of like this moveset. Like, if I were to replace anything, it would probably be Surf. But having Surf has come in handy. Huh. Huh. I mean, I do have more than one Surf TM, right? I can always reteach it if I need to. Oh, I don't know. Alright, I guess my better judgment. Master Wake. No, Crash Your Wake. I'm so sorry to have failed you. You didn't have to slap your glasses on your face like that. What to do? Train at the gym again, or train by myself? I need to see something real fast. It is a special move, right? Yeah, special. Okay. Where's your stats? Maybe I should have kept Surf. Special attack is like almost half of his normal attack. Oh well, we'll keep it for now. How many Surfs do I have? Actually, I can teach it Ice Beam. Maybe that would be a better use for it. Alright, we'll keep it. Whatever. I'm overthinking it. Deep breathing before battle. Why is your Pokeball so big? When she was holding it behind her body there, it was friggin' huge. Sorry, Golduck. Oh, God, really? Inhale, exhale. Deep breathing after battle, too. My dream is to swim in the sea in every region under the sun. He's playing volleyball with his Pokeball. Alright, easy enough. Let's see what the next one is. Uh-oh. Ew. Don't lower accuracy. Dang it! Oh, RNG is not liking me at the moment. Alright, one more. Thanks for powering up my lightning moves. Alright, Pelipper. Yeah, we'll stick with Spark, why not? Boo! I'm not done with my dream. I wonder what the seas are like in Kanto and Huen. I've never known how to pronounce that. It might not look like it, but I'm traveling now. I always forget if they're strong defensively or against special attacks. I guess we'll try Spark and see what happens. That'll do. It's weird fighting Tentacruel this late in the game. You've got the upper hand on me. But you can be sure that there will be bigger challenges in front of you. Go! Go as far as you can. You alone can broaden your horizons. I literally moved a square. I don't remember what its other ability is. Hopefully it's nothing that inflicts poison. Okay. Nice. I don't know how to get in there. Oh well, whatever. I've decided, if I can beat you, I'm going to the Pokemon League. Well, that's the base one, isn't it? Okay, this isn't going to be so bad. Imagine swimming in the ocean in the rain. Well, that would suck, but luckily I'm on a Pokemon, so... my character will be fine. Someday we're gonna play a Pokemon game, though, and our character will just inherently know how to swim. And surf won't be a thing at all. That would be lovely. Blah, 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 blah. What was that? That was so dramatic. It's okay, just let me float away like driftwood. Wow. Oh, there we go. I found a trainer who's floating in the water. Saying the other trainer is just out there like a doofus. Hey, they're training to be the very best, okay? I don't know. I'm trying to find some rationalization. Maybe they just like being in the water. While being pelted by more water. Gonna run out of spark pretty soon. Sea King. Do not remember. I think it's just strong physically, so we'll try Thunderbolt. Yeah. I mean, I am like, what, 14 levels higher, so that probably helps. I'm sorry, 15 levels, soon to be 16. Yeah. Hey, Luxray's got all triple-digit stats now. I've had my fill. I'm tired of swimming, so I'll just float around and get some rest. Bye-bye, Tentacruel. Oh, we're on land now. I came out here because I wanted to see the Pokemon League for myself. Well, you're not going to see it standing in the water, but alright. Friends are going away on Twitch? What? I hope not. Hello, AMS. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Just casually playing some Pokemon. You know, electrocuting a few things. Potentially drowning our trainers. You know, whatever. Just a normal day. What was I using that was... Oh, I was using Gyarados with Thrash. It's ground. Alright, I guess we're using Bite. Luckily that's rock, so that shouldn't be too bad, yeah. Chomp. Machoke, okay. Oh, you're a sailor, that's right. Sweet. I'm shocked. No, really, I am. Actually, it was Machoke that got shocked. May 16th on the mobile app and the 25th. Oh, you're talking about the friends list. Okay, yeah. Oh, I understand. No more friends list. Yeah. Yeah, they're phasing it out because apparently people weren't connecting enough on them to justify its existence. The way I see it, who cares? It's a feature that's already been implemented. It's not really hurting anything. Why mess with it? But oh, I found a pearl. Oh joy! Yes, I would like to serve, please. I mean, it's fairly pointless to people who don't necessarily care about them, but I'm sure there are some people that it does affect. I don't know. I don't see what the harm is in keeping it, but like if I read the article correctly, or the FAQ page, whatever, it sounds like the biggest thing I notice that's going to be affected is whispering. So you can't whisper to somebody unless you're each following each other. Which, I'm not a big user of Twitter, but doesn't DMing in Twitter kind of work the same way? Just like my stream, pointless. I sincerely doubt that, AMS. You're doing pretty well. It's just another moving part to break they don't want to fix. I mean, okay, fine, fair. But I have not heard anybody ever at any point in time say there was anything wrong with it. Like, of all the problems that exist on the Twitch platform, the friends list has never come up. At least anecdotally speaking. My favorite kind of guy is someone who looks good out in the open sea. I'm just a regular sea panda. Look at how big the ball is! I don't understand why it's so big behind her back. Now I have to electrocute your gold duck. Thanks, bro. No problem. So what are you playing these days?
That's what she said.
That's what she said? What, thanks, bro? Alright, bye, Golduck. The tide is going out. She looks like she wants to punch me. Though there's a mysterious nature that surrounds a mountain man. She's just a hopeless romantic at heart, apparently. Alright, let's tackle you. Did you know? I was crowned the champion of a swimsuit contest. So now I'm trying to win a title at a super contest show. I don't know how to respond to that. Oh, it's Finian. Geometry Dash, because I only have one monitor and none of my shit. Wait, what? I don't understand why it's so big. But, you know, I am so glad that you are here to make sure I'm aware of when I say something that can sound excessively perverted to people. Thank you. Because that is something that I would have not realized ever if you hadn't pointed it out. Stuck in a corner of my living room too close to the lady, so can't do anything. Nice, that means she got tits. Oh, God. Ever ask your friends, how is your MILF? If not, try it out sometime. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to dare one of my friends to do that, though, and I'll tell you how that goes. Oh, God. So how's Geometry Dash treating you, then? It's one of those games I feel like I would enjoy, but it would just require a lot of time to memorize the stages, because I've seen some of the more complicated ones, and oh my God. Probably have my choice here. Let's just use Thunderbolt, make sure it doesn't get an attack off. Bye-bye. I want Blissy's HP to be over 400 by the time this game is over. That is, like, the only goal I kind of have right now. I just want to see this monstrous HP. I've been sunk. I'll need to rework my strategy. Alright. Yeah, there is. Blissey, why do you always pop up in the worst places? How far do I have left to go, anyways? I gotta be close, right? Yeah, okay, I'm on the cusp of being there. I get my own little mantike! I'm gonna bite it. If I bite it, I'm gonna kill it. It's like it knew I was gonna slow it down. Alright, I'm gonna try once. Once. I'm not wasting an Ultra Ball on it, though. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Alright, let's see if I'm right. Let's see if biting it finishes it off. Yeah. I'm not really surprised. I'm gonna... No! You don't ever want to say that! No! That's all kinds of wrong. Yes, I know I can surf, but I'd rather swim instead. It does seem weird, I agree. A self-aware swimmer. Huh. Alright, let's fight some Gyarados. Way too easy. Awesome. Kabloosh. If you don't know how, I'm willing to show you how to swim. Show the next character, whatever the next game is. So, did something happen with your setup, AMS? Just because you said you only have one monitor and none of your shit, that kind of implies that something got lost in your journey through life. I'm just wondering if there's a story there, if I'm reading too much into it. Don't spray bubbles in my Pokemon's face. So rude. Nice. Very nice. And waterfall. These little beavers are like the best thing ever. They do all the TM or HM stuff. Oh, thank God, a Poke Center. Victory road ahead. Yes, please. Awesome. Alright, I think I'm going to bring up Infernape because I feel like I've neglected him for a very long time. The Pokemon haven't really been favorable for having him come out. I imagine this is going to be nothing but rocks. Maybe some steels and some, you know, Zubat. Because there's always Zubat. Yeah, we got about half an hour. Let's see how far I can get. Acupressure. Evasiveness. Interesting. Apparently not good enough. I just accidentally bought over 800 of an item on Xenoblade. I didn't even know that was possible. On top of the money lost selling it back, I can only sell them back Q at a time. I'm guessing that meant one at a time. Doesn't each item have its own separate max? Like, you don't have an overall max, do you? Yeah, one, okay. Like, you don't have a quantity where you can only hold a max amount of items overall, can you? Each category has a max. Okay, so 800 of that whatever item it was obviously would interfere. That sucks. Is it time to reload a save? Some item. Oh, okay. Have a max specific to that. Maybe that's what I remember seeing. Ooh, a trainer. I guess Zubat would be a little too weak for this area. So Golbat it is! I kind of lucked out there. I don't know why he bothered using Haze, but I'll roll with it. Oh, nice. Actually, burns only affect physical attacks, right? Not special attacks? So that air cutter did full damage, right? Alright, let's see what you got, Bird Trainer. I keep battling so I can soar even higher into the skies. No such thing as reloading a save? Oh, okay. I didn't realize it auto-saved frequently. You got two. Let's power up punch you. In preparation of whatever the next one is. That should be enough. Yep, there we go. No, don't lower it again. That wasn't nice. Not a fan of Endeavor. So close to 200 speed. It seems I've been grounded. The Wings of Freedom. I know I'll find them if I can win my way through the Pokemon League. I'm hopeful that there is a store of some sort when I get to the actual Pokemon League entrance. Yes, please. Interesting. I'm so glad that one-shots them. Calm Mind. Isn't that the one that increases defense? Special defense? Oh, special attack and special defense. No. I'm sure it would be useful, but no. I like my moveset the way it is. Ooh, nice. Let's see how Power Up Punch does against these right now. Not bad. Oh, thank God. Actually, I think being a fighting type, it wouldn't have been too damaging, but... if memory serves, Rock Blast is one of those 2 to 5 hit ones, like Fury Swipes, so... probably would have survived, but you never know. Alright, let's... we saw how... what's it called? Flame Wheel does. Let's see how Flamethrower does. Oh, so much better. Okay. We're using Flamethrower on those guys from now on. Be warned, mortal. I can see the future. Mortal. Oh, okay. I forgot Psychics also use Ghost types. Bye, Hunter. Again, too easy. It's just too easy. Oh, Oh, snap. Not good enough. I love Gengar, it's so cool. So be it. I will now divulge what I know of your future. In the Pokemon League ahead, the Elite Four await you. But you knew that already. Thanks. Torment. Is that the one that forces you to use a different move every turn? It uses torments and enrages the target, making it incapable of using the same move twice in a row. Yeah, okay. That was a crit? Oh, wow. You're gonna hit me 5 times, aren't you? Oh, thank God. Okay. Very nice. Alright, let's get up here. Oh, was that just the beginning again? I literally made no progress. I just beat up a bunch of random Pokemon and a few trainers. Well, I'm here. Might as well. Jeez. Got them all sold? Nice. I'm surprised. I definitely didn't think I'd get rid of them all tonight. So, did you mean to buy some, just not that many? Or did you buy 800 of what you thought was a different item? Actually, you know what? This might be a good place to call it. It's only Tem 2. I don't want to have to try to rush through Victory Road. Plus, I feel like if we just have the Elite Four and the Champion, the next stream is going to be very, very, very short. So, yeah, let's call it here. Siren has survived. You were trying to buy 1, okay. Flick stick wrong way to max number. And then you did the normal gamer thing where it asks for a confirmation and you just bypassed it, right? I know I do that all the time. There you go. Siren's cookies. Alright, so just a reminder for anybody that was not here earlier in the stream. I am going through a few changes for the channel here. Fridays and Saturdays are going to be a more common night for streams. starting this week, actually. Friday nights are no longer going to be casual nights. They're going to be community nights. Any casual streams that I do, like just, short games or whatever, like if I ever get around to playing X8, it'll be on a Saturday night instead. Because that's going to be more of my secondary nights for playing games. Saturday nights are also going to be longer streams. 6 to 12 is what I'm shooting for. So we'll try that out, and we'll see how that goes. One other thing to note, this is the month that Stream Boss is not just for 10,000 cookies at the end of the month. You also got a shot at a game giveaway. I'm going to try to do any platform of whatever title I've done in the past for whoever wins that, whatever they prefer. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if that works out. So fingers crossed that it all goes out without a hitch. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be more changes as time rolls on, but for now, I think that's enough. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. As always, I appreciate y'all. Lucky Dove, thank you again for your rave. Raid, not rave, but if you want to throw a rave, that works too. And thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me tonight. Showering with your dad simulator? No. That is a no. God, that's so bad. All right. Tuesday night we'll resume Pokemon, where we will probably finish up. So hopefully I will see you guys then. I hope you all have a wonderful night and a good Monday. Take care.